Hello and welcome back to Boring Dad Gaming, where today we're going to be playing some more Between Horizons. So we were going to go to the security office and talk to the dude there about this paper trail thing, as I'm choosing to call it. Where do we go? Oh, it's just up I think, isn't it? Yeah, so it's just to the right and up the lift. Okay, it's pretty easy. I'm probably not going to learn the layout of the ship, so having a handy map like that is pretty good actually. It's just one up, isn't it? So level 2. Yeah, this guy. So I think we're just talking to him initially, aren't we? Chief, ready for some updates? Sure. The Ethics Committee invited you to the next monthly meeting. Chief William always declined these invitations because he wanted to keep the security separate from the judicial branch. Do you want to continue in this tradition or change things up? Okay. Can't hurt to hear what they talk about in these meetings, at least once. Tell them I'm coming. Will do. In other news, we received an anonymous report from the bio area earlier today. There is a shortage of painkillers at the hospital and nobody seems to know why. Could be mismanagement, could be foul play. We should probably look into it sooner or later. But for now, the captain wants you to talk to the suspects in the brig. Have done that. She didn't tell us why they were apprehended. I'm sure you know. That probably wasn't an oversight, Paul. I can't tell you. Can't tell you about it, sorry. I'm sure the captain will share more information soon. That's it for now. Let us know if we can help with your investigations. Yes, you can. Okay, maybe we just show him the note. Is it this thing? Sources of paper. That's what we want to talk to him about, isn't it? I have a question. Maybe you can help me with this, Sergeant Adalric. At your service, Chief. Do you know where on the ship they're still using paper? Paper? That's an unexpected question. Definitely nowhere in the command area. I think it's only for educational purposes and for entertainment. I know they use it in the activities room. I'm pretty sure it's being used in several places around the public area. Definitely at the school. Does this pertain to an investigation? Yes, exactly, but it's something I'll have to take care of myself. Of course. Let me know if there's anything I can do for you. Thank you. I'll take a look around the public area. Alright, let's just come out of here. Okay, so public area, command area, biological area. We should check out that thing about the pills as well. Residential area, inner hull B, public area. Okay, so we probably want to fast travel to that train station then. Okay, so let's have a quick look at the map. What are we looking for? So there's basically these inner hull things. They count as something a bit different, don't they? So it's just these sort of 3 things to our right, I think. But we'll have to sort of go to the right and then come back and come up the stairs. So we'll do that. Let's do this thing on the right first. What is this? Art Institute and what's this? Looks like maybe the way down to inner hull B, looking at the sign on the door. Let's go in here. They might use paper in the art place. Particularly here. Oh, what's this? Paper leftovers. Okay, good. Yeah. So we found what we wanted here anyway. Now let's go back and got the staircase. School. Yep, seems a good place to go. What's this thing? Recycler, is that evidence? Okay. This is paper though, definitely. And classes timetable. Okay. I got one more level. Oh, cafe. There's probably nothing here. Oh, yeah, we're going to the residential area now. Oops. So what did he say in his log? Activities room. I didn't find an activities room, did I? So, look at the map. Art, school, cafe. Yeah. Is there an area that's got entertainments in? Oh, this is still public area. Okay, well let's go here then. What's that? That's bridge. Probably don't want to go on the bridge. That's public. I think we'll fast travel to the same place as before. How far does the public area go, though? Ah, we're back on the command area. Okay, yeah, well I think we'll travel back. I didn't realise that the public area extended off to the left there. So we'll go and have a look over here now. Mariola. Welcome everybody, settle down please. You all know me, I'm Teacher Mariola. I'm also a member of the Ethics Committee. I feel particularly honoured to be given this year's address because it's a very special arrival day. Today, we celebrate the Zephyr's arrival in exactly 100 years, but that's not the only number I have for you. You can imagine that as a teacher, I like to do a little math now and then. 1,300 people are aboard this ship at all times, give or take. In other words, we spend a collected 1,300 years of our lives here, every year. In 100 years, this number will have grown to 130,000 years. That's well over 1 million hours. Taking into account the 33 years that we've already been here, that makes 1.5 million hours. Now let's face it, we haven't all spent these hours being our most productive. We've been asleep for about a third of them. It may seem that during most of our hours, nothing of importance is happening. We do our jobs, follow our routines. But that's not true. Everything each of us does here is important. We are on the Zephyr. We are bringing humanity out to the stars, and we are bringing the stars to humanity. Nothing we do is ever mundane, because we do it light years away from home. Never forget that. However, this does not mean that we shouldn't be doing our best to make each of those hours count. The mission is as fragile as it is important. There's no room for slip-ups or slacking off. And frankly, anything less than 100% dedication doesn't befit pioneers like ourselves. So the next time you find yourself tired or unmotivated or scared, remember these words. We have 1.5 million hours to get to the mission, but all of it could be undone in just one. Spend those hours wisely, fill them with commitment and purpose and dignity. Happy Arrival Day. Chief Stellar, how did you like my speech? It was, interesting. Lots of numbers. Never thought about how many hours we spend out here. I hoped it would give people some food for thought. Now I think there's probably a room on the lower level here, is there? Actually, it doesn't seem like it unless this is. What's this? Earth Museum. Yeah, maybe we'll check it out. Oh, it's saying I can't go in. That's probably locked for the, Actually, who was this dude? Baptiste. Good evening, Historian Baptiste. Chief, I hope you're going to enjoy the little presentation we've put together for tonight. I'll briefly talk about us historians and our role in documenting the first steps our species will ever take on an exoplanet. It's only a century away, which is basically tomorrow in the grand scheme of things. Let me read a little excerpt from my script. Oh, that's okay, thank you. I'll hear it all in a minute anyway. Yeah, fair enough. So let's go up the stairs. It's like a gym. Probably not a great source of paper. Can't even go in. Activities room. Okay. So, yeah. Oh, I can't go in? Really? Why not? What's that say? Paper chase updated. Keypad for activities room. Okay. What's this? Guess we'll have a little look at our stuff. Only accessible under the supervision of caretaker Devran. Some numbers look slightly more worn out than others. Okay, maybe the 2, 4, 8, and 0 then? They look a different colour. Current activities, authentic Earth Day experiences, only under supervision. Okay. Well, let's try combinations of 2, 4, 8, and 0 then on the keypad. Okay. It's a bit fiddly. 2, 4, 8, 0 was it? Could have probably gone the other way on that one. Submit. Hey, it actually was correct. Cool. Yeah, we puzzled that one out. I guess you could also have gone searching for Devran, but not sure where he is. The fact that we had to enter a code in here makes me suspicious of it. Where we go? Maybe into the museum? Recycler? There's something over here? Under the stairs? Don't think so. That probably is into the museum, but we're not allowed to go that way. That's okay. I think we found all the sources of paper now. We can have a look at the case and see what information we've got to come up with. Hang on. Please, where was the paper taken from? Well, it could be from... We don't really know that yet. Maybe the caretaker can help out. Find out where paper's gone missing lately. Okay, well the caretaker could help with that. We could ask the teacher as well, because it was in the school. I don't know where Devran is. We'll look around the public area. He might be like in the cafe or something like that. We need to probably scan whenever we see a group of people. But the teacher's here, or she was. Might be back in the school now. Well, let's see if she's in the school, and we'll ask her about missing paper. I suspect it's probably either there or the activities room. Oh, here she is. So let's ask her about paper leftovers, maybe? I guess that's probably the one, right? Teacher Mariola, do you happen to know where I can find paper around here? I've seen it here and there around a public area. We still use it at the school. It just helps convey certain things better. Oh, thank you. Okay, well that wasn't that helpful. I want to know if it's missing. Yeah, there doesn't seem to be anything like that. I'm going to ask about this. Very sorry, but I don't know anything about that. You don't know anything about your school timetable. Okay, well, if you say so. But I'm going to search this cafe, see if we can find Devran anywhere. What else have we got here? I doubt it's in those places. We could ask the... Can we ask about him? Might be able to ask the Baptiste about him. That's Devran. Okay, let's ask about Devran. He might know about him. I have nothing to say about that right now. Thanks. Oh, this could be him, right? Oh, Simon, Anara, Destina. Okay. Are you waiting for the event to start? That's right, Chief. I'm actually going to be part of the event. I need to head back inside soon. I'm just here for moral support. And I promised Devran I'd drop by. Are you coming, Chief? Maybe. I still have some things to take care of. So where is Devran, then? Right, okay. Thanks for nutting. Where is he? We could go to the bar. He could be chilling out in the residential area, I guess, couldn't he? And where is that in relation to where I am? It's just to the left, isn't it? Mikio something Umberto. Chief, you here for the party? Hi, everybody. Chief. Hey, Stella. You want a drink, or are you here to snoop on us? I'm working, sorry. Snooping then. Why don't you ever share a bottle with us lowly folks? You know, I really would like to take some time off once in a while. Is there really so much crime happening in this village-sized ship? I mean, like you're ever at your job, Michio. Low blow, Nava. Well, I have to get going. Sure that all crime doesn't stop itself. Dude, shut up. What's all the bootlicking all of a sudden? Be nice, Nava. I'll leave you guys to it. I want to kind of ask if they know where Devran is. Guys, just tell me where I can find him. I don't want to accuse him until, like, I know, or I've at least spoken to the guy. That's the public area. Does he have a bunk I could check out? Asher, Rose, Lewis. Okay, what else have I got? Okay, go back to the security office and ask them about him, maybe. My bunk, Chief. Well, yeah, it's not going to be there, is it? We could fast travel back there and go and ask the Chief about it. I'm the Chief. You know, the Sergeant, Adalric. That's what I mean. I'd really like to talk to the guy before I'm starting accusing him of doing the paper. Unless I have another solution to that, actually. Okay, does anyone tell me where Devran is? No. Right. So actually, what I'm thinking now is that it could have been taken from the school because that's open to the public, whereas you need a keypad to access the other one. So, although it was also in the art school, but I reckon that's the solution. I reckon because the school is open to anyone, that that's probably where it came from. So we could say the Art Institute, but I think I'm going to go for school. Yes? Please refrain from confronting any potential suspects for now. Come to my office as soon as you're done. Okay. Any more messages from people? I don't think so. So Captain's office. How do I get there again? Oh, it's just up. Okay. Simple enough. So I was thinking maybe Devran took the paper from the place, but I think I would have been easier to find him if it was seen as something I needed to talk to him about. Whereas the school just being open to the public kind of means anyone could have taken it. That's kind of what I'm going with. Chief, I saw your submitted results. The origin of the paper will have to wait. We first need to focus on the meeting at the Arrival Day event that was mentioned in the letter. The Earth Museum just opened its doors and the event is about to start. You suspect that the letter was addressed to Lewis after all. Good work. We'll bug him and send him in once you give us the go-ahead. Now listen closely. There will be people around the museum dressed in their work attire as part of the event. One of them must be the contact mentioned in the letter. Go to the event, look at everything we found out and tell us who. As soon as you've submitted your conclusions, we'll send the suspect in and talk to them and get more information. Keep your distance from that point on. Sergeant Adalric will be talking you through all of it, but don't let people see your earpiece. If you arouse suspicion or if our suspect talks to the wrong person, we might lose our chance to find out who is behind all this. Understood, Captain. Good luck, Chief. Okay. Can I go straight there? Yep. This way? No, that's the art museum. Okay. Not art museum, art studio thing. Who was that? Who was that? Oh no, that was the stairs, wasn't it? We're standing by next door, Chief. I hope you can hear me all right over the music. We assume that the contact is one of the people in work attire. They prepared some kind of presentation, so let's try to make our move before it starts. Go over all the information you gathered to find out which of the participants our suspect is supposed to talk to. If you're not sure yet, talk to them and see if that narrows it down somehow. Be careful not to blow your cover. If they suspect we're onto them, they might no longer respond to the code word. Good luck, Chief. Once you've submitted the file, we'll send the suspect in. You got this still? Alright. Oop. Ocean. Boy, Stella. It's a nice surprise. Didn't expect to see you here. Oh, you know, I thought it sounded interesting. Oh, that means a lot coming from an introvert like you. Oh, she's gone Irish now. The event's about to start. It's all about how jobs on the Zephyr will be useful on Eurus D, and how some will transform. Our presenters are dressed in their work attire already. Feel free to ask them anything you want. We also prepared this infographic right there, with information on the topic. We don't have time for this, Chief. Try to cut it short. I will. I'll check it out, I mean. Hope you have a good time. Happy Arrival Day. Happy Arrival Day. I'm just going to do that and have a look at this. Infographic, Eurus D. It's Ocean. Aaron. Oh, here's Devran. Dear visitors, thank you so much for coming to the Earth Museum on this very special arrival day. We've invited important people from across the population to share insights into their jobs and the role they play in the mission. I hope it will fill you with the same pride and determination that my daughter felt when putting it all together. The presentation will begin shortly. In the meantime, feel free to chat and mingle with each other and our exciting volunteers. I kind of want to flash who else we've got. Destina, Baptiste, Devran, Geraldo, Archen. Okay. There's going to be one of these people. Okay, so we've got 3 stripes on her arm. outgens. We've got 3 stripes on Geraldo. 3 stripes on Baptiste. 3 stripes on Destiner. I think there's only 2 stripes on Aaron. 1 on Camille. None on Ocean. Okay, so I think we've got 3 potential suspects here then. So we could start by talking to Destiner. Chief, come to hear about medical challenges that await us on a new planet? You wouldn't believe the number of unexpected things that could wipe us out once we make contact with an entirely new ecosystem. We've never had an opportunity to build up an immunity to any of it. And conversely, we may just bring the next Black Death to Eurosd's animal and plant population. Isn't that motivating? Can't talk to Baptiste. No point talking to him. Engineer Geraldo. Now that's an outfit I've never seen before.
It's no surprise. I don't often have an opportunity to put it on. It's designed for the vacuum of space. I most often put it on in the outer hull, but I have engaged in some rare EVA as well. Due to my special training, I'm often referred to as an astronaut here on the ship. But to everybody back on Earth, we're all technically astronauts here.
Okay. And then we've got Archen.
Oh, fancy seeing you here, Chief. Came to learn something about our future jobs.
Well, human reproduction sounds interesting.
We aren't very involved with the fun part, I'm sorry to say. But if you have questions about concocting fetuses from 2 genetic donors and raising them in an artificial womb, being in space makes it a little harder, but not all that much as long as we have artificial gravity.
Okay. I should probably have a look at the evidence that we've got. Previous letter, the mysterious group. Your contact at the event works in a Category 2 profession. What is a Category 2 profession? This symbol will be on their uniform, not necessarily in this colour. Can I leave this event now? Can. Okay, I suddenly think that maybe I ought to go and have a look in that compartment if it's saying there's another hint there. It's is it inner hull B? I think so. Maybe I can find the panel that got opened. Because I don't know what a Category 2 profession is. Probably fairly needed information. There was a place down here that looked like maybe I can get to the inner hull. Maybe I should go this way. Yeah, that's kind of where I wanted. Let's go all the way to the side, and we'll... Oh, this is probably the panel, isn't it? Is it? What are you two doing here?
Captain told us to keep an eye out. The hidden compartment where the letter was found is just down the hall from here. We're keeping an eye on it from a distance in case someone comes to check on it.
Good. Okay, yeah. Alright, well let's... I have to ping to find it, but... Ah, it's gotta be this, right? Okay, so let's check out the new evidence. I probably should have done this way earlier. Suspicious. It looks like somebody purposely unscrewed the plate. I flipped around and found a symbol on its back. Okay, so male. Okay, so it's not the doctor. It's got to be either Baptiste or Geraldo. These guys, where's Baptiste? I think I think the R1A, I think the 1 refers to the category of profession. Because both these guys have 2. So I think it's got to be Geraldo. Okay, well let's go back to the museum, which actually is just up there. So I don't need to fast travel. I don't think. Run over there. I think we'll send. We'll say it's Geraldo. Male, 3 stripes on the arm. Seems to be in a category 2 profession. From the best I can deduce, what that means. Yeah. Okay. I guess we'll do that then. That's my dad. I don't think it's our dad, seeing as he is not alive anymore. Okay, that one. Yes. We get a game over message. We failed at too many things.
Report received. Looks like you've identified a possible contact. We'll send our suspect in to strike up a conversation. Step away to give them some privacy, but
Sergeant, you're cutting out. Sergeant? Oh, everybody stay calm. I'm sure it's just, Oh dear. Got an achievement flash up. Bad to worse. What? Where am I? Chief, good to have you back. How do you feel? Dr. Destiner? My head hurts. What happened? The ring had a malfunction and you were flung into the wall like almost everyone. But you were lucky. No concussions or anything. What are you saying? Is the ship all right? I'm not sure. We're still waiting for an official statement from the captain. It was like the power suddenly went out and then the whole ship rebooted. What's the situation? How serious are people's injuries? We can barely keep up, to be honest. Many people were hurt, some are in critical condition. And not everyone made it. Who? Mina, Federico, Nadia, and Elias, so far. Secretary Elias? I'm so sorry, we did what we could. Some people are still in critical condition and a few are missing. How long was I out? They brought you in about 8 hours ago. Shit, I have to go to the bridge, talk to the captain. From a medical perspective, it would make sense if you... I don't have time to rest. I need to find out what happened.
As soon as I was back on my feet, I checked my PDA and found a message from the captain. She wanted me to come see her on the bridge. I decided to take the long way around the ring and assess the damage on my way. Broken objects were scattered everywhere. Some walls were covered in fresh dents and splattered liquids. A large chunk of the population had been injured. Once or twice I believed to catch someone glancing at me. I was ashamed that I hadn't been around to help everyone right after the incident. I wanted to say something to the people, but instead I lowered my head and picked up the pace. My sense of balance was off. I tripped and almost fell multiple times. Finally, I made it to the bridge and, to my relief, immediately spotted my sergeants and the captain in relatively good shape.
Chief? Sergeant, Captain Talia, sergeants, what happened? We're still evaluating the situation. Something caused a power outage across the entire ship. This caused the ring to slow down and stop temporarily. It spun back up within less than a minute, but the resulting force was massive. It left many injured and some dead. However, the ship itself does not seem to have sustained any critical damage. There are some issues, however. For one, the navigation system isn't back online yet. The navigators are working on it.
A major water line was damaged, flooding the inner hull sections C and D. We've had to seal them off until the engineers report back. We don't know what caused the power outage. We need answers fast so I can address the population. I'm counting on you to find them, Chief. With all due respect, Captain, this sounds like a rather technical question. The engineers are working out the technical side of things. However, we cannot rule out foul play. Do you really think someone would? That's what I want you to find out. Sergeant Paul, you already collected some relevant information? Yes, Captain. There are 4 power nodes on the ship, 1 in each section of the inner hull. Chief, you have been granted clearance to enter these rooms. However, as Captain mentioned, inner hulls C and D are currently inaccessible. The ship-wide outage was actually a chain reaction originating at one of the 4 nodes. If we can find out which power node was the first to go out, we're a lot closer to identifying the cause of the outage. Got it. One more thing. According to our logs, a ship-wide alarm went off after the first 2 nodes failed. Maybe this can help us reconstruct the timeline. So what you're saying is 2 nodes went out, then the alarm started, and lastly the other 2 nodes failed. Correct, but none of them went out at the exact same time. It all happened in quick succession. That's all we know so far. About our sting operation that was cut short before the incident. There is no doubt that Engineer Lewis was exchanging these suspicious letters. He was interrogated again by enforcers while you were incapacitated. It seems like he truly doesn't know anything relevant yet, as his first in-person contact was yet to take place. We placed him back in the brig for the time being. And about the contact at the event, it seems that you were right about Engineer Geraldo. He disappeared in the turmoil and hasn't resurfaced yet. Maybe he decided to go into hiding after seeing our presence at the Earth Museum. The enforcers are out looking for him. If there's nothing else, you should get to work now. There is something, Captain. I'm so sorry about Secretary Elias. He was a good man. Thank you, he was. Dismissed.
Okay. I kind of want to go in here and ping stuff. Just see if there's anything to take note of. Oh, go this way as well. Conference room. Might as well go in. Probably very little of interest in here. I want to take a stroll across the entire bridge just to see what else is up here. Navigation room. Can we go in? I can't go in there. Okay. That's the security office. Okay, anyone interest here? No. Okay. Well, let's go in our PDA for now. So, chain reaction. 4 power nodes, 1 in each section of the inner hull. Paul said, and C and D are currently inaccessible. So Paul said that we might be able to locate the cause of the outage if I find out which went first. So we should look around inner hull A and B, basically. I mean, the inner hull stuff might open up later. So okay, so let's have a look. Inner hull A. Well, let's start there. Glad we got Geraldo right, though. I still don't really understand what a second-class job was, but I think I was probably right on the bunk assignation. So you want to go to the right and down. Oh, it's the brig. I don't want to be in the brig. Stella, what is going on? Lewis? Why did you throw me back in here? Lewis, I had nothing to do with that decision. I got knocked out cold. I know, I was there. I'm glad you're back up on your feet. But I want to see what's going on out there. I want to help. You're the first person to come in here today. Can you please let me out? I won't go against my sergeants on this. I know you are cooperating, but this whole ordeal is far from resolved. Fine. Can I at least get my rations? I'm starving. Of course, I'm sorry they're keeping you waiting. There's a lot going on. I'm putting a notice out right away. Have you heard from Xena?
They told me she's okay.
Good. Lewis, I need you to stay here. We're working things out as fast as possible. If you know anything that could speed up our investigation, now's the time to tell me.
I told you everything.
Alright. What's through here? I don't actually know. I think it might be like a high security cell or something, maybe? Like if you've caught Magneto, you need to store him somewhere. So where is this lift? Oh, it's still a bit to the right. Okay. Okay, so we need to go where the power nodes are. I'm not exactly sure where that is. Does it say? It's probably... Oh yeah, yes, I've gone the wrong way. Is this one up here? I think we can get Inner Hull B straight from here, so... That's fine. Looking for clues that this might have been the first one to go down. Powered Node A log. I guess we'll have a look at that. A large rod at the center of the power node room in the hull inner hull A. The machine seems to be back up and running. There is a display on its side providing a readout of power node A's latest log. I filed it separately. Log. Leading up to the outage, the log says all power nodes running. Status OK. Malfunction detected. 1 power node off grid. 2 power node off grid. Alarm started. 3 power nodes off grid. Status critical, shutting down. Does this mean A was the last one to go? Like it's detected that 3 have gone off and then it shuts down? Well, okay, well we'll see what B says, but that kind of suggests to me that A may have been the 4th one to go down. Don't need server rooms.
This was my first time being back in this part of the inner hull since the incident. My knees went soft as I approached the bridge. I closed my eyes and took a few deep breaths.
What's this? Cargo lever. Yeah, what is that's probably what was used to kill Dad. The person who was responsible for my father's death operated it. Much like doors around the ship, the whole panel should only respond to people with the necessary clearance. In this case, that includes anybody working down in the inner hull, as well as crew. Okay, that's still quite a wide suspect list. So this is B. Maintenance room. That's to the public area. That's the wall compartment I've already had a look at. Okay, power node B, let's go in. Ooh, what's this? Broken PDA. Okay, let's have a look. The PDA, a lone PDA, broken PDA smeared with blood. I found it on the floor. Somebody seems to have lost it in the power node room at the inner hull B. It looks really banged up and there are traces of blood on it. Okay, we've also got Tijan, is the engineer responsible for power node B. Okay. I've no idea if it currently does anything as the screens are busted. However, I found a small display listing the person in charge that I filed separately. Manned power nodes. It just says responsible engineer Tijan. There's no log. So we should try and speak to Tijan if we can find him. There not being a log doesn't really help me match up with other stuff. Go in the recycling centre. I wonder where this guy is. Isaac.
Oh, hey, did you say something? It's so loud in here. Recyclers are chewing through a lot of debris and broken stuff right now.
No, I didn't say anything.
What? Sorry, you're going to have to speak up if you need anything. Hope you don't mind that I keep trying to stop this thing from overheating.
Let's ask him about Tijan. Doesn't know him. Okay. Then we won't be able to get in to see. Go back into B. So, yeah, okay, so I can't get into C and D. Okay, so here's what we know. It wasn't A, could have been B. So what do I have to provide for my cases? Or we could go back up to the hospital, because Tijan might be there, if he got hurt. I mean, this has got to be where the hospital is, right? So, let's have a look. Don't think he's in the reproduction area.
Please, Destina.
I'm sorry, I can't. Our resources are stretched too thin already. We can't help with your pet when human lives are on the line.
He's not a pet to me, he's family. Stella, you have to back me up here. I need medicine for Kimmy.
The Codex states clearly that our medicine is only meant for humans in the first place. Be grateful for the exceptions we made in the past. We cannot afford to make another one today. Destina, you should follow the Codex and reserve our medicine for humans only.
Stella, please.
As much as I sympathize, we have to prioritize human life here.
I thought we were friends. Excuse me, can I ask you something?
Yes, of course.
Are you the chief?
Oh, yes, I am.
And
You're Elliot, right? Eric's son.
Oh, that's so cool that you're chief. I want to be chief someday.
Well,
can I?
you never know what the future brings. Maybe you'll get your chance to become chief one day. What are you doing here anyway, Elliot? Did you get hurt?
Because of the thing when the lights went out. No, I only have some scratches. I need to see Dr. Yaha because of my condition.
Your condition?
She gives me my medicine every other day or else I can't breathe right.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
It's okay. She always tells me a new story so it don't get boring.
On that note, she's waiting for you in the examination room.
Okay, goodbye, Chief.
Poor boy. What's his diagnosis exactly, if I may ask? It's a complex problem that we didn't really have back on Earth. He would probably be completely fine in a planetary atmosphere. It's a genetic disease we've dubbed interstellar dystrophy. A handful of people on the ship are affected. Is there nothing we can do? I'm afraid not. We've tried everything we could think of. We were hoping for some breakthrough research from Earth in this year's Arrival Day transmission, but we were disappointed. Ah, Tijan. Engineer Tijan.
Oh, Chief.
How do you feel?
I had better days for sure. I was at work when the ring slammed me into the wall and I blacked out. Did it really come to a full stop? I'll get back down to the power node as soon as I can run some diagnostics. Do you have an idea what happened?
Well, that's what I'm trying to find out.
You haven't heard anything about Arjun, have you?
No, what do you mean?
I think I saw them wheel him into one of those rooms over there earlier. He seemed really hurt. But I'm not completely sure. I was still a little out of it.
I'll see if I can find him. One more thing. I believe that some power nodes in the inner hull are manned and some are unmanned?
Correct. I'm working B. D is Arjun's and A and C are unmanned.
Does it make any difference I should be aware of?
Only that unmanned nodes provide a readout of recent activity. Arjun and I can tell you what went down in the other two.
Okay, well let's ask him about that then. We'd ask him about the broken PDA.
That's my PDA, or rather was from the looks of it. Must have gotten smashed when I hit the wall. I'll get back to the power node as soon as possible and see if it still works.
Okay, what about, Yeah, maybe just ask him. Power rod B. About these large rods in the middle of the power node rooms.
They receive and distribute the power to the respective part of the ship. The two unmanned ones provide a log of all nodes' recent activity.
If the scanner on a rod is black, does it mean that node is inactive or broken?
Not necessarily. They're frequently turned off and may break or get disconnected independently. Right now, the rods in all 4 nodes are certainly back up and running.
How do you know?
Because no parts of the ship are currently unpowered from what I've heard. It was pitch black in the room as soon as my node failed. A warning popped up on the screen and suddenly it went out entirely.
Did you catch what it said?
It reported a node failure, or maybe multiple.
In other words, one or more nodes failed before yours.
Correct.
Do you know anything else about the order of events during the power outage?
I'm afraid not, Chief.
What about the alarm? Does he know if he heard the alarm go off or not? Let's ask about the Power Node A log. Oh, okay. Don't think we did, but sure. Excuse my ignorance, but what exactly are power nodes anyway? Okay, well we've talked about that. Yeah, we already found out. So we know that B wasn't the first anyway, and we know that Arjun may be in one of these examination rooms. Oh, this is Elliot's room. Okay. Well, let's leave them alone for now. Could be here. Okay, not there. Looking. Intensive care room, that could be him. Huh, I can't get in. He could be in one of these rooms, couldn't he? Potentially. Yeah, okay, so I think we need to go to the left and then maybe up in the lift and check out the upper floors. He's not in one of these rooms. We could ask Destina, she might know where he is. Excuse me, is Engineer Arjun somewhere at the hospital right now? I really need to talk to him about a case. Yes, but he's over in the intensive care room. Can't this wait? He's in stable condition, but he should rest. I'm afraid it's urgent. Fine, but please keep it short. I'm unlocking the room for you. I will, thank you. Okay, great. Okay, that was cool.
Is that you, Doc?
No, it's Chief Stella.
Chief, sorry, can't see all that well right now.
That's alright, I hope your eye is back to normal soon.
So do I. The Doc is not so sure.
We ask him, he was on D, wasn't he? So let's ask him about that.
There's nothing to say about that right now.
Okay.
That's me.
Okay. How do I kind of get information out of him? Okay.
Have you seen my colleague Tijan since the incident? He was working at Power Node B when it happened.
Yes, he's still being treated right outside in the hallway. Seems to be in okay condition.
Oh, that's good to hear.
I'm trying to trace where the power outage originated. There are large rods with screens on them down in the power node rooms. Can you tell me anything about them that would help with my case?
Sounds like you already found a display on Node A that logs all nodes' activity. If you want to know what went down in Node B, you'll have to ask Tijan. All I know is that the alarm started blaring and then the light turned off, and I was flung into the wall. I woke up all wet with searing pain in my eye. At first I thought I was bleeding like crazy, but most of it was actually water from a burst pipe. By that point the gravity was back, the emergency lights were on and the doors worked again. To be honest, I didn't have another look at the screen before I went left to seek medical attention.
Did you notice any notifications prior to your node turning off?
He must have missed them because alarm doesn't start for nothing. I assume at least 2 nodes failed before mine.
Yeah, so it's sounding to me like C, right? I'm gonna have a look down this stuff. Okay, according to Tijan, the power node he was working in was not the first to go. Arjun was at least probably he was probably the third one because he heard the alarm go off directly before. A, I think, may have been the last one. Tijan didn't mention alarm, so he may have been the second one. So I think it's got to be C, right? It's unmanned, so someone could have been in there and done stuff. Beyond that, it's a bit of a guess, but I think the others are kind of ruled out by process of elimination, right? Chief, I saw you submitted your results. Good work. I forwarded them to Sergeant Paul. Let's hope it helps. Go to your bunk and try to get some rest. My bunk? Captain? There's nothing else you can do at the moment. It's important that you be back to full health as soon as possible. We'll evaluate your results now. I'll call you immediately if anything of importance happens in the meantime. Understood, Captain. Alright, okay. Yeah, I think that makes sense. One of the unmanned ones, and we know that A wasn't the first to go out. So, that all kind of makes sense to me. Yeah, I think my room is just up here, isn't it? Maybe we should go and check out Dad's room first before we go to ours. Because we're still trying to work out what this sparrow thing was, aren't we? Might be a clue in Dad's room. What the? Stella? Draw gun. Yeah, draw gun. Don't move. Stella, calm down. What are you doing in my bunk, Ava? I'm sorry, I think this is a big misunderstanding. My place got completely wrecked when the thing happened. I was told that this bunk was empty and that I could stay here until everything was sorted out. I thought I was going to Dad's bunk, to be honest. So I was granted access. Oh, yeah, I see. I was supposed to move into the Chief's bunk weeks ago. I guess that's why they thought this one was free. Sorry for jumping you like this. I'm a little paranoid due to recent events. It's okay, everything's fine. I'm sorry for the confusion. I'll tell Richard I need another bunk. No, wait, you can stay in my dad's bunk. It's right above mine. Oh, that's nice of you, thanks. I'll request access. Of course. How are you holding up, Stella? I actually thought this was Dad's room. About as well as you'd think. Everything's a shit show and I feel responsible for fixing it. And you? I'm fine. Listen, you don't need to bear all that responsibility alone. I think there's better ways we could... Hang on, where's Chi-Chi? Chi-Chi? Oh, I didn't see her. Oh no. She wasn't in here when I arrived, I swear. I think the door wasn't properly closed. Maybe it came loose during the incident. Oh, she must have run away again. I hope she's okay. Help me keep an eye out, will you? Sure. Can I just catch a break for a... Sorry, I'm getting a call. Oh, I'll get out of your hair. Sorry for the intrusion. I'll be upstairs if you want to talk, okay? Thank you, Ava. Captain? Chief, I'm afraid there's no time for rest after all. Please come see me at the conference room on the bridge as soon as you can. Did you find out what caused the outage? Let's talk in person. Damn. Oh, okay, we're going straight there then. Captain Talia, I came as fast as I could. Thank you, Chief. Why are we meeting here? I need to talk to you alone. The sergeants evaluated your assessment of the power outage. You were right. Power node C started the chain reaction. Knowing this, we were able to determine the reason. The ship's engine has been turned on. What? The ship was not equipped to perform a maneuver without any preparation. The engine hasn't been used in over 30 years. Perform a maneuver? We've changed course. The engines are still running. We are slowly accelerating and changing our trajectory. Why? Why aren't we changing it? Because the navigators are locked out of their own system. At first, they were completely unable to even boot it up. Now they can see what's happening, but they're unable to do anything.
What kind of glitch? It's not a glitch. The system has been hacked. The programmed maneuver will end tomorrow. Once it's complete, we will be headed toward a different star. A different star? Why? What's there? Nothing. But it is a lot closer. We would be entering its gravitational pull in just about 3 years. Can we course correct back to Eurus tomorrow after the maneuver is finished? We don't know yet if the system will let us back in at that point. But even if it does, it will be too late. We will need almost all the fuel we still have to decelerate. If we allow the ongoing maneuver to finish, we won't have enough fuel to course correct and to brake. We would be able to do just one. We either arrive at the wrong star or we overshoot the right one. Chief, I need you to understand what this means. This maneuver was only possible in a very small window of time. This is a premeditated sabotage of the mission that may have been planned for years. Whoever did this not only has intimate knowledge of our systems, they were also able to calculate and perform a complex maneuver. Do you think they knew it would cause this disastrous power outage? Maybe not. That part did not need to happen for their plan to succeed. It seemed more like an accidental byproduct. There is a complex series of steps we usually have to take to prepare an engine start. The hacker either didn't know about that, or they weren't able to put it off for a lack of time, skill, accomplices. Whatever the reason, we believe they were hoping the maneuver would stay undetected for as long as possible. The engine is set to a very gentle burn. The change in gravity is almost unnoticeable. But there are signs of our sideways momentum that people will notice eventually. Slanted water in a tank, a ball rolling down the hall, people tripping over their feet. Oh, I thought my balance was off because of head trauma. Listen, Chief, this will be the most important assignment of your career. Our navigators are trying everything to regain control over the engine, but they would not give me any assurances. The hacker is the only person who knows how to undo this. You need to find them and make them talk before it's too late. If we do not course correct by the same time tomorrow, our mission fails. Do we have any leads whatsoever? The hack might have been perpetrated by the distance we were already investigating. The timing cannot be coincidental. Talk to your sergeants at the security office to follow up on this. But we do have another lead. The perpetrator must have been at the navigation room to go through with the attack. In fact, they must have been there in the minutes right before the power went out. There are no signs of forced entry, so our prime suspects are the people who have access to the room. That includes navigators Noelia, Orland and Joseph. At least some of them should be there right now. Engineers Eric and Asher also have access, but I don't know their status or whereabouts since the incident. I've granted you access to the navigation room. Have a look around in there and talk to the navigators. They know that I'm briefing you right now and are instructed to help. But don't forget that we can't rule them out as suspects. Outside of them and your sergeants, you are to keep the contents of this entire meeting to yourself. Understood? Understood, Captain. That will be all. Let me know immediately when you make any progress. I will.
As I exited the conference room, 1,000 questions started forming in my head. If the hackers' sole intention had been to divert the ship, why did they specifically set course to the Otis system? Were they planning to orbit the star for the rest of time? I immediately felt that Talia wasn't telling me the whole truth, but I knew that prying would have been pointless. She had a habit of tightly controlling the flow of information, and in most instances, it was probably wise and well-intentioned. I would get my answers soon enough anyway.
Wow, okay. Big revelations then. And I think we'll leave it there for now. When we come back, we'll continue to investigate this. We'll go into the navigation room. We'll talk to the guys in there. We'll head to the security office and ask, my sergeants for any further clues. And then we've also got a couple of other people to try and track down. I mean, I think we've been in Asher's bunk, so we kind of know where that is. We might be able to go there and find him. But yeah, lots of leads to follow, and I hope you'll join me for that. But I hope you also enjoyed this episode. If you did, if you could hit the thumbs up button, that is always very much appreciated. Leave me a comment as well. Let me know what you think about the game and the investigations so far. I think we've had it confirmed that our choices so far have been correct, which is good. It's good to know that my powers of deduction aren't completely useless. But let me know in the comments what you think of how it's going so far. And if you're watching this and haven't already subscribed to the channel, it would be amazing if you could do that. So thanks very much, and I hope to see you next time. Bye for now.